Good evening, traders. This is Mohit Shankar. If you are very new to the channel, let me tell you what we do. Every day I come in and post the YouTube video regarding the trades, whatever I, along with my students, have taken. This is as transparent as possible. Today we did not trade, as the thumbnail itself suggested. We did not trade, although my trading system gave a sell signal at around 10 o'clock itself. When the market reached 17,200, there was a sell signal. Let me show you what I had written here, and let me refresh and show it to you. Today is 1st of September, and let me show you the Telegram group. So this is the 1st September, and I said that we are getting a sell signal today. We would not be going long for the day. A sell signal clearly means that either we would go short or there is no buy at all. So avoid. Then later I said avoid all the trades for the day. We are not trading because the reason was that the way the market fell, I did not think I would get again 17,200 levels to go short. I wanted 17,200 long, 200 levels to go short in this market. That did not happen. Usually I prefer to take a trade after 11:30, and if you have seen at around 11:30 we were almost here, and towards the day's low. When we are already approached, we had already given up 125 points from the high. This is the investing.com website, and let me show it to you. This is an hourly candle. Let me shift to Hikanashi. This was how the day panned out to be, and this is P bearish reversal. I generally tend to tell you, please ignore all these signals because it will only confuse you when it comes to intraday trading. Don't follow this because this might be followed by a bullish reversal signal also. So don't follow this, at least for intraday. Let me shift to the normal candlestick. See this is three black rows formation, as you can see here. That's the reason it is a reversal pattern was clear here. And then this is a 1 hour chart, as you can see, right? So the way the markets fell, the markets we opened about 30 points gap up, and then we made a high towards 17,220, and then we I would not say collapse, we slowly grinded to the bottom. uh, collapse never happened in the market today. So the my idea was I would have gone short at 17,200 levels, which did not happen after 11:30 or 11 o'clock. Usually what we do is that I strictly follow the trading system. If the system is telling me not to short, not to take a trade, we would not take. So at around 10:20 itself I said we will avoid all the trades today. Won't come back with another trade today. So that's what we said, and rightly so. And see this one. Sorry. um, See this, refrain from trading. Again I told them to refrain from trading at 1 o'clock, and good day to have left at the close, because we usually monitor till the day's end to see if we are getting any opportunity to trade. Now if you have seen from the past few days, we have made good money, and it is more important to save the profits whatever we have made, and there is no urgency or there is no compulsion for us to take a trade every day. A few people are under the misconception that if you are a trader you are supposed to be trading every day. No, not trading or deciding not to trade is also a strategy. Understand this. So develop this mindset of trading at peace, and don't take any undue stress. That's the reason I tell everyone, don't quit your job unless and until you make this as a regular source of income, so that you will not be obligated to trade every day. That is not needed. Now see this, let me show you the Fibonacci retracement levels. Let me shift to Hikanashi here. This is 1 hour charts, and let me show you the Fibonacci retracement. The Fib retracement shows here, if I connect to the low and the high, the retracement 38.2% retracement is around 16,967. This might act as a support for tomorrow, we don't know. Or as well, the next support comes at around 16,900 levels, 890 to 900. Always understand this, don't they go by the exact number, it's always a zone. These are the support zones. All right, these are always the support zones, it's not a support point. Understand this. So you can use Fibonacci levels and other technical tools in deciding whether what you want to do the next day. So usually I refrain from giving any guidance on the next day because it depends upon how the markets are behaving. If you can see Dow Jones or any Hang Seng, let me show you the Dow Jones, what happened yesterday, or let me show you the Dow Jones futures now. The futures, if you just go to Dow Jones futures live, you will get the, see, this is how the Dow Jones ended in the negative yesterday. So let me show you the Dow Jones futures live. The last I saw was it was positive 70, 80 points. Now the US jobs data is awaited. that might move the markets in either ways. That we need to be seen. Now there are many positive for our market. The GDP growth has come in surprisingly at 20 percentage GDP growth, which is excellent. All the naysayers, they were saying that the India would underperform, are now aghast that we are performing better than the developed markets. That is for everyone to see. The numbers don't lie. Understand this: we are in a multi-year bull rally, so always look for the opportunity where you can buy. That's the reason when there was an opportunity to sell today, I was reluctant to sell, because we make more money when we follow the trend of the market. Now what is the general trend of the market? If I show you 1 month chart, the trend is up, the trend is still intact. This is a line chart. If I can simply put in the line chart and show it to you, or just let me see, the trend is still intact. There is hardly a minor retracement today. The trend is still intact. You make more money when you follow the trend. Always understand this. See, the trend is still intact. You make more money when you buy on dips. Buy on dips should be your strategy at least for the next 6 to 7 years, because that's where you make most of the money. Now if you are waiting at the sidelines and thinking that we would get around 15,000 and let me start the SIP, then that is a very bad idea. Start your SIPs in any of the companies which you like now, so that, and buy at every dip. Say suppose 5th of every month, if you want to start your SIP, start buying one particular stock every 5th of the month. Do your homework, do the analysis. You have your fundamental analysis, technical analysis, do it properly, and then start investing in the companies. I have already given a list of companies in my previous videos. You can refer to them. I usually give regularly on the Telegram group as well. So if you want to trade with me and learn the trading from basics, if you are very absolutely new to trading, if you want to learn properly and take it as a profession, you can message me on the number given here. The course fees is 37,500, wherein you'll be trading for 6 months along with me every day. So in addition to the course fee, you increase your capital, you build your capital also, and learn the right way of trading with a mentor who can give you live assistance. This is the Telegram channel which is open to all the students. And one more important news is that the SEBI's peak margin has kicked in from today. So it means to say that you need to put in at 100 percentage of the upfront margin money whenever you're trading any futures. In equity or cash market, you obviously put in entire money, but in futures we usually used to put 75 percentage of the money till now. Come September 1st, SEBI has mandated that we need 100 percentage. Who did reduce the liquidity in the market? I don't think so. There is no change in the liquidity. There would not be any change in the liquidity, because people have smartly moved to the options. So there is nothing much has changed, and everyone did panic that there might be some change in the liquidity or how the things would pan out. Would there be a knee-jerk reaction? Nothing has happened so far, and everything is going on smoothly, so don't worry. Because tomorrow is an expiry day, and trade on an expiry day, trade with caution, and always trade with strict stop loss. If you don't know your target and stop loss, don't enter the trade. So that's it, guys. And if you like the channel, do subscribe to it, and put the comments, so that it will motivate me to do everyday videos. You have a wonderful